Hey guys, how's it going? I am the ConflictNerd, hello and welcome back to Prison Architect. So, first things first, I want to go ahead and get another doctor because that is part of this particular grant. We could also get a psychologist. Now, a psychologist, I guess, would give us an insight into the minds of our prisoners. So, I might just go ahead and do that. Now, we're making... Oh, no, actually... I just noticed I can't, because that's how much money we're making. That's not how much we have. So what I'll do is go ahead and hire one of those two when we have that money. I will listen to what you guys are saying, and I might even do it before hiring new staff. You guys are sort of going nuts, like, put in more phone booths, put in more phone booths. I will do it if you know, you guys are pretty adamant that I need more phone booths, so I guess it'll have to be a thing. Also a common room. Can't remember who it was that said it, but someone wanted a common room. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I can make that happen. In fact, you know what I'll do? I'll go ahead and lay the planning for it. It's going to be pretty simple. Straight across there, and this will be a common room. Now, what that means is that this is no longer a cell, meaning that we can go ahead and I will dismantle everything in this cell purely because it saves on having to buy it all again at some point. So there we go. We'll get the workers over, they can take the cell apart and whatnot. Now there is a prisoner in there, I think. Might be wrong, but there may be a prisoner in there that needs to be moved. Yeah, Mr. Denwood there. Okay, so let's go ahead and change the deployment, because another thing that you guys said is that I don't need 2 guards there. So I'll have 1 stationed there, and then 2 that can run about free. Free like nature intended, and such. Okay, so there's Mr. Denwood in his new cell. Now, the rest of this, I would quite like to be dismantled and moved over to storage. Whether or not that's what they do with it, I don't know, because I've seen before they tend to dismantle things and then just kind of leave it where it is. That's not really what I want. Oh, there we go. Seriously? They needed that door to be opened? It's like watching a dog try and work out a glass door. It's, I don't know. He's used to the glass door being closed, and then when it's open, he's just so confused. Worst analogy ever. Anyway, we have some money now, meaning we can go ahead and hire a psychologist, which is great, and we can get 1 more, where is it, phone booth, which is also great. So 1, 2, 3, okay, I'll put it down here, opposite end of the other one. So there we go. We're pretty much back to where we were. Our daily income is a bit less than what it was, but that's fine. That's completely fine. We do have a holding cell, and I'm thinking that the prisoners might be okay in a holding cell for a night or 2. So I'm going to open the prison for low-risk prisoners. And I know it's risky because that's a lot of guys to go into a holding cell. And they might get cranky because, hey, they sort of don't have anywhere to sleep. But I'm gonna take the chance purely because I'm a crazy bastard. I don't know. I'm stupid or something. Looking at the needs is actually very interesting here. Apparently hygiene is a big need. Well, it's a medium need, but it's going critical. Recreation's very critical. Freedom is fine, defense is fine, comfort is okay. Everything seems to be relatively okay, except for recreation. Hygiene should hopefully fix itself fairly soon once these guys go and get their shower. Oh, those two have just been released. Oh, shit. That's both good and bad. It means that some of our new prisoners can go ahead and get into some cells. Okay, that's interesting. Not quite ideal, but it should do the job. Let's open this, so it's already open. Okay, so hygiene is fine. Clothing's a bit meh. Family and recreation are also a bit meh. But during free time, they should be completely okay with family, and hopefully recreation will go down. I hope. We'll see. I don't know when. It's currently shower time, and it stays shower time until 8 AM when it's free time, which is also when the new prisoners are arriving, and there they are. Along with... what the fuck? Apparently some ingredients. So Tim Miller is in for 5 years for criminal damage. Paul is 13 years for handling stolen goods. Stephen Beswick, 1 year for voyeurism. Mark Davies, 8 years for pickpocketing? That seems a bit extreme. Richard Trice, 1 year for multiple crimes. So he's in for 7 years for vandalism and perjury. Honeydew Robot Stein. Honeydew, oh for God's sake. Honeydew was the proud owner of a Jaffa Cake cafe. One day, he accidentally added an ingredient that created giant ones that attacked the city. He was later caught by his magical son whilst trying to mutate pigs, but not before kidnapping a green alien. Now, that story has nothing to do with his convictions, which are forgery and perjury. He's in for 11 years. God's sake. Alex Gall, 4 years for counterfeit currency. What a bastard. Alright, well, we're earning a decent bit of money. We don't have a lot of room for these prisoners, but that's okay. We will turn off our intake for now. Alright. Apparently there's some prisoners stuck down there, so it'll be interesting to see what free time brings to the prison here. In terms of needs, because I'm very curious. So free time is currently being attended to, bowels and hygiene and family, but recreation is not. Okay. So recreation's a problem, they have nothing to do. Now, one assumes that recreation includes television. The great television. A weights bench, I can afford one of those. That could be good to put out in the yard, so let's do that. We'll put it there. We'll get it fitted and all that stuff. We've just bought a food tray as well, because it's time to eat. Where are my chefs? There's one out there. Let's open that. Okay, so these guys are all outside, waiting to be taken into the prison. Perhaps we should have... maybe let's not have this guy stationed here right now so he can go and help with the prisoner intake, because a lot of those guys need to go down to the holding cell. What is it? What's up with this? This is a new guy, isn't it? Yeah, what was he doing? He looked like he was abandoned there, like a child in a supermarket. That was basically his situation right there. Whoa, where are you going? Oh, Beswick? You've just got here, and he's just got here, and he's already going for food. You'd think that in wherever the hell they were, I guess the police station or the court, you know, they would fucking feed them, but apparently not. And whoa, what are you doing here? Kevin, really? Kevin was the best prison architect before he started to work for his own bags and tried to escape to Russia with over $2 million. He now serves a 7-year arrest in Germany where he was caught. No, he doesn't. He serves 5 years for kidnapping. Well, he's currently our most risky prisoner then, which isn't all that good. Now, family's being tended to right now. Recreation, not so much. Now, recreation, I have to assume, is basically television, as I previously stated. So, I'm not sure how to deal with this. We have 21 prisoners, some of which belong in a holding cell, some of which don't. And, yeah, I'm kind of confused, really. Because I guess we're going to have to make a lot more money. somehow. I think we may have started a bit too big, and that's sort of the problem. But I'm not gonna give up. Not in the slightest. In fact, I sort of want to start planning, because this is minimum security. This will probably be, we'll say, medium, normal prisoners. What are they? Yeah, normal risk. And then this will have to be high risk up here. Now, the high risk cells are pretty much going to be more, well, of the same, just packed in. So let's give this a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is basically going to be that. This area up here that you're looking at, this will be a dividing door. This will be high security. This will be a shower. And I think I may need to remove, say, this cell or this cell, and have this as like another passageway that leads up to here. So I'm gonna just see about laying that out right now. Bring that down. So that'll basically be one long corridor that goes up and around that just makes things easier to navigate. I think that'll be a good idea. But that's gonna take a while. That's gonna be off in the distance in terms of this prison. Also, the needs are being addressed. Good, they're fairly comfortable. They're not all that hungry anymore. Good, that's good. It seems that a lot more of them are eating as well, which is nice to see. This guy here is a little bit worrying, though. I really want to get metal detectors in here, but I know I can't really do it. And I'll be honest, that sort of pisses me off because I need them. You know, I really do need metal detectors for, well, everywhere, frankly. You see, the problem with this prison's design is that there's nowhere that's a natural bottleneck. You know, I could put metal detectors here, but they might get something from somewhere else. You know, there's no natural bottleneck for prisoners to go through, where they will have to go through a metal detector at some point. So that'll have to be worked out. Most definitely. I'm not entirely sure how I'll do it, but I will have to work that out.